Today we got 2 short films and they're sweet. NERDSoul. Lady Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we're about to get into another wonderful episode of On Screen. And today is a wonderful holiday episode, guys. I hope you're enjoying your 4th out there, doing your thing. A big shout out to my cousin's birthday, Lewis. What up? And we are just gonna get this started with a nice little short called Firebase. See, Oats Studios didn't just stop with Rocka. Oh nah, see, they was like, you like that Rocka though? Do you like that Rocka though? We got Firebase. And in this film, you're going back to Vietnam, 1969, 1970, where there is a very interesting operation going on. And you have like this Phoenix Squad or Phoenix Base or something like that. And you have what seems to be an unexplained phenomenon around this person or this entity called the River God. And when it comes to this River God, it seems like only a few people have seen him and lived to talk about it. One being our main character that we follow through this journey, who is kind of very stoic, not many words, more of a man of action, and he is definitely shaken up because he's able to hear the summoning of the River God. And the River God is something like you've never seen. Even when they explain it during another man who was able to escape the River God's attack, you see this kind of being that has almost become something otherworldly, if you will. And while in that, you get to see how the River God became to be, or at least what the CIA are thinking. And it is incredible what happens to this seemingly just regular farmer or villager and what his grief and anger kind of does to him. It consumes him and makes him something different. And that something different isn't too happy with the U.S. military, the U.S. Armed Forces, the CIA, all of those people, because he was just living his life in Vietnam, and this has turned him into something else, at least in the recollection that we see. And no one can stop him, beat him, break him, subdue him, anything until they come up with a last-ditch effort to make a suit that will kind of dampen his effects or nullify his effects on the wearer. And that's where we leave off in this short film episode of Oats Studios Volume 1. We have Rocka, now you have Firebase. And, even when it starts out talking about the armor of God, and there's just a lot in there. There's once again, some great, juicy, sci-fi to get into with this, and I loved it a lot, man. And I'm not alone, because if you check the views on this joint, people are eating this up. This is the type of stuff that I really wish someone would pick up, but I'm not mad because it's on YouTube. YouTube is like YouTube is growing and changing, especially when you have stuff like this on the platform. But, you have like this relativity castle that they're talking about. You get these Russian spy planes or like transformer planes or whatever. There is so much wrapped up in this sci-fi, kind of like almost epic in a way of the weaving of the story and the intricate details of the threads that they could pull on that they don't. There is a lot that they pack in these like 22, 25 minutes, and I am truly blown away. I hope you guys are too. So guys, check out Firebase, check out Rocka, then holler at me, I'm gonna holler at you. Let's talk about Firebase. What are you thinking? Is it blowing you away yet? Are you excited about it? I am. I think that joint is dope. I can't wait to see the next week's episode. There is a lot of quality coming out of Oats Studios right now. They're not playing around. So, guys, check that out, and we're gonna move on because we got one more thing for today, and you gotta get your holiday on, man. I hope you got some ribs, some pulled pork, some burgers, some dogs, whatever. enjoy your holiday. But we got one more thing. So next up is Bangarang. That's right. Weird name, but if you're around my age, you probably remember it. The term Bangarang refers to a character in the movie Hook. In this case, we're talking about Rufio. And Bangarang is the Hook prequel about Rufio and how he came to be one of the Lost Boys. This is yet another short film that was kind of like put together by Dante Basco. Really hope I'm not screwing up your name, man. It's cute, it's nice, so let's get into it. When we open up, we see these kids playing out on a, kind of like this little structure in a playground or at a school. They're, kind of playing pirates, clinking the swords and, sliding around and stuff. And you see that they're just having general fun. Like, remember when you were a kid, when you just had fun? You could just run around and just have fun. Well, that's what these kids are doing. But of course, there's always someone who does not want you to have fun. And that person is a bully that is not too keen on playing pirates and not too keen on other kids having the fun that he's not having. And he kind of imposes upon all the kids in the playground, but in this case, more specifically with Rufio. And Rufio gets in a little trouble. He ends up in the principal's office with the real Rufio. And, he starts to tell him a story about, about believing in yourself and about dreaming and about, kind of like getting away and flying and stuff like that. And those kind of, I guess, themes really stick to Rufus, when he's living in a situation with bullying, living in a situation with foster care, living in a situation with feeling that maybe he doesn't belong. And something that helps guide Rufus in this situation is a book of Peter Pan. That's right. And he just starts to read it, and you can tell that the sense of wonder begins to grow. He starts to dream more. He starts to sort of, I guess, blend his imagination and his reality, and even to the point where he colors his hair, he spikes it up because he's going to face that bully. Now, I do have some questions for you guys who have also seen it, and if you haven't, it's in the link below. But before we move on, I got to remind you that you can find me on Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. Doesn't matter if you're online, it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube, you can check them out. And the first place is blackhollywoodlive.com. That's right, celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, all that is right there for you to check out their blog posts and everything from week to week. And then daily, you can see all of their videos streaming live just for you at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So now that you guys have seen Bangarang, it's made its rounds around the web. I waited a little bit for you guys to be able to see it. Hopefully you have. If not, of course, so the link below. What do you think about Bangarang? Me, I think it's, of course, it's a short film. It's, it's not like Steven Spielberg made it, but I do think it's cute. I think it's something that little kids could watch, kind of after they watch Hook and be like, oh, that's like a nice companion piece. So my question to you guys is, who else besides Rufio needs a prequel? Should Rufio just get more time because Rufio is cool? Maybe we should see Rufio when he first gets, actually gets to meet Hook for like the first time? Or should we see someone else? Maybe some of the other kids out there. I'm very interested to see where you're at on this one, because I was like, I'm down for this. It's definitely a short film. It's definitely, it has its certain feel about it. It does have kind of like an after school special feel to it. But I think that's kind of cute, especially for kids that might be dealing with, foster care issues or maybe like bullying issues. I think this thing has a lot to say to them and for them. So, of course, guys, check y'all next time. Have a wonderful holiday. And of course, big shout out to Brazil and my new subscribers. But before I bounce, I got to tell y'all to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out. All my videos are there, from the oldest, the newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then Come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that nerd soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. And of course, my shout outs go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, man, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And check it. If anyone tells you that the river god is on his way, run. It'll be good for your health. Peace.